everyone, so I'm back with week 52 and the final week of the year. So I was super happy to get this actually done pretty much at the end of the year. So I got this done on the 1st of January, and I decided after much deliberation that I wanted to keep all of 2023 in 2023 album. So even though with my way that I do it, I start my week on a Sunday, that would have been the 31st of December, but that would have meant that was in my 2024 album. But that just, it didn't sit right with me. It didn't feel right. So I really wanted to do all of 2023 in one album and start 2024 fresh from the 1st of January. So it was fine this year, I mean, because obviously it's only one day. But as the weeks and years go on, I'm not sure whether at some point I'm going to have quite a few extra days in one album and not very much going on in the second album, you know, that sort of thing. But I'll deal with that when it comes around. And as I said, it will eventually come back around where the first week of the year is around about the 1st of January. So anyway, so this week was quite busy. Obviously, it was Christmas. I wasn't working over Christmas, but I was working over New Year's, so it was pretty busy. So week 52 actually starts on Christmas Eve, as I said. And we were travelling back up to my house from my parents, and we went on Christmas Eve, which was a bit of a risk because not a lot of trains run fully on Christmas Eve, and they do shut down pretty early as well. We thought it was going to be okay. I mean, Joe wasn't feeling 100%. He was much better than he was the day before, but he was still happy to travel, so we did. And the first train of the day, we got stuck because there was a tree on the line because there was really, really strong wind. So there was a tree on the line, so luckily my dad could take us to a further station closer to London to then pick up our train. And then the engineering works, which was our biggest worry actually, because there was bus replacements and all sorts. And that's what that photo will be that you'll see shortly of the couple of buses. That was what we were worried about. We were worried about the bus replacements taking ages and getting lost or whatever. But that all went fine. It was the first train and the last train that really done us in. So we left my parents' house at about 8:15 in the morning, and we didn't get home until about 5. And it normally only takes about 4 hours to get home. But it was fine. I mean, we got home and we had a bit of a chilled evening before heading to sleep to have a busy Christmas day. So for this week, I'm using It's a Holiday Life by Simple Stories, and this is really bad. I don't remember getting this collection. I don't even remember this collection. It's obviously a Christmas collection that came out. I think it's pretty new. I think it's 2023 actually, and that might be why I don't recognise it. But I wanted to use it because it had some really, really nice cut parts, and obviously I have it, so I wanted to use it. I just don't remember it. I remember the other ones that came out, and I was close to using those, but I thought, no, I'm going to use this one because I don't remember that, and that's pretty bad, in terms of how much stuff I've got. So really, really keen to get things used up and done this year rather than trying to keep things or not using enough of things, just actually using things to their full potential. So yeah, so those are the pictures of the buses of our trip home. And as I said, it went pretty smoothly, the bus replacements. It was just the first train and the last train that we got stuck on, but as I said, we got home. So I'm just going to use one of the little cut parts that has a little label at the top that I can put Christmas Eve sort of thing at the top. And then that 6x4 photo, that's actually a picture of on Christmas Day, we met up with Joe's family a bit early to go for a walk to where Joe's sister's ashes are scattered. So we always do that on her birthday, and we do on Christmas as well. So that's what we did, and we actually bumped into Joe's auntie and 2 of the dogs. One of the little dog is hers, but she's actually babysitting her daughter's dog as well. So it was 3 dogs going on. So it was just a nice photo of them all. We were trying to get them all in one photo. So we had a nice walk through the woods there and bumped into the animals. And I'm just going to use these really cute stickers. They've got like little robins and holly and stuff like that, and I thought that was quite fitting with us walking through the woods and things. I'm just going through all the cut parts, and obviously Mango wanted to get involved. So there was actually quite a few cut parts I could use in the 3x4 landscape pockets, so I was happy to use those. I found one that I could use. It's actually a 4x4 that I wanted to cut down. It just says Happy Holidays or something like that on there, so happy to use that one. And then the 2 photos down the bottom the one photo at the bottom will be a picture of us on Christmas Day, and then the last photo in the middle section is a picture of the starter. So Joe's sister actually cooked on Christmas Day. She did a very, very good job. She cooked for about 12 to 15 people, and there was a lot going on. Obviously, everyone helped, doing little bits and pieces throughout, but it was a really nice day. We got over to hers about, I think about 11:30, and then we just sort of chilled and watched TV and just sort of talked to the family, telling how Christmas was going and all that sort of stuff. And it was just a sort of a wholesome day with everyone. And then we had a big 3-course Christmas dinner. So that's a picture of me and Joe just on the sofa on Christmas Day. I thought it was a nice photo. We were sort of not dressed up, but we were looking a bit better than we do normally. So I wanted to make the most of that and get a photo of us. And obviously this is the last photo of us at Christmas, of us being just fiancés. We will be married at this time next year, so that's absolutely insane. So I thought it was quite nice to commemorate that, my last Christmas as a miss, as they say. So I thought that was quite cute. And yeah, so I took a picture of the starter because it was all nicely set out with all the knives and forks and the bowls, and we had little name cards on the table and everything like that. So I thought that was really cute. And then I'm just going to use another 6x4 cut apart to go in the last pocket. So yeah, this is pretty much just all Christmas Day. I do have another photo that I want to use for Christmas Day, but it's 2 6x4 landscape photos put together. So obviously this layout just doesn't accommodate that, so I'll put that on the second layout. And because I'm doing like an extra day or so to incorporate New Year's Eve, I do use the back of the second layout, and then that will be my part 3 as such of the week. So yeah, quite a few photos, but as I said, I'm happy with how I chose to have the year run from the 1st of January until the 31st. No matter how the week goes, I'll just have to accommodate, like, obviously the first week of the year for 2024 will just have one less day as such. It will be from the 1st until the 6th rather than the 31st until the 6th. So it doesn't really matter to me. I'll find some photos to put in there. As I said, it will come back around. So the cut apart I'm going to put down the bottom is just a journaling piece that I wanted to include, so I can write a little bit about Christmas. That is one thing that I really need to work on for 2024, is just making space for journaling. And Joe actually bought me some stamps for Christmas that I've been wanting, but I could never justify the price. But he bought them for Christmas for me, and I'm excited to use those. So I'm actually going to spend some time stamping out the labels. I'll show them in my next haul when I get round to doing it. But I'm going to spend some time just stamping out some of the labels in different colours, so that and keep those in my project life, so that when it comes round to doing the layouts, I can just cut them out rather than having to find all my ink and all them sort of stuff. I can just cut out the labels and stick them on, and then that will be from where I can put journaling on, because as I said, that is sometimes not my strong point. Is I'll get carried away with doing the whole layout and not incorporating any sort of space to write anything, and you always think that you're going to remember, but sometimes you just don't. And at the end of the day, that picture at the top is just some buses. In 30 years' time, I might not remember there was a bus replacement on Christmas Eve. So, yeah, I do want to do a bit better, but as I said, I've got a plan for 2024 with those. So, for my title card, I'm just going to use this card with the doors on, which I thought was quite cute. And I didn't have a W or K in those red stickers, so I decided to pull out the stamps that I had. Again, I've got some stamps that Joe brought me for this year, for 2024, so I'm hoping to use those as a cohesive sort of thing throughout the year. They will be my Project Life stamps. I do still want to try and use my alphas, but they are wearing very thin with the W's and the K's, so I might just be consistent and just use my stamps, and then just try and use my alphas everywhere else that I can. But I stamp the WK, and then I use the red alphas to put 52. The first sheet wasn't working very well. I've had these for so long, these stickers. I'm surprised they're still sticky, in all honesty. But I am trying to get through them, and eventually I will. But one of the sheets didn't like it at all, so I had to move on to the second one. I think sometimes they're not printed ever so slightly. They're printed ever so slightly off, so they don't work 100%. But that's what you get for, 90p outfits that I've had for about 10 years. So yes, I'm just going to stamp the dates on that little rug, and that is everything. So that is the first part of week 52. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll be back with the second part shortly. Thank you very much. Bye.